Amiibo fight, the streamer with the spark, bringing joy and laughter to our hearts. With the controller in hand, ready to play, entertaining us all every single day. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. From the first hello to the final goodbye, you create a community that's hard to deny. With your quick reflexes and witty remarks, you built a following that spans the dark. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. Through the ups and downs, you never sway. With each victory and loss, you still slay. You've created a family, a virtual crew, supporting each other, always staying true. Oh, Amiibo fight, you're the star of the screen, streaming games and living out your dream. From Mario Kart to Smash Bros. Fights, you light up our lives with your gaming nights. In this digital realm, we all unite, as Amiibo fight takes us on a gaming flight. With every stream, the fun is never done. Thank you, Amiibo fight, for making it all so fun. Yeah.
All right, there we go. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. This is Michael Purgatorio coming to you guys live on your. Yeah, it is Wednesday already. I don't know about you guys. Week is going by pretty quickly. I hope it is for you guys. Friday is always the best day. In fact, I know everybody going back to school this week, next week. So I feel for you. I do. I do. So really, guys, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit here instead of going with the restock report. In fact, really, we should go with some breaking news. I really need to add something like that, and it just does like an explosion at the end. That would be the best thing. But well, guys, really, we like to do our raid boss stuff Wednesdays, as you can see, but we're going to be breaking that tradition here pretty soon. In fact, really, what's going to go down here is, well, basically Tuesday now, and the new time. I want to bring this all up here so I'm not giving you guys any bad info here. Um, Yeah, so Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Time, we'll be opening up a Raid Boss Arena with there's a little bit of a twist. Um, Really, what's going to happen is Splice is going to be opening up. I believe he is the one opening up the arena. Don't quote me on that. It's either him or I. I really don't think that's going to be the big thing, but the big thing here is that we're going to be streaming same time raid boss stuff. It's going to be awesome, and we really want you guys to be a part of that as we start ironing out all the details here. So make sure you guys are ready to submit, your raid boss amiibo for this Tuesday, other than next Wednesday. So big breaking news there. Wanted to get that off my chest. I'm definitely going to talk about it later for Raid Boss tonight. I'm really looking forward to bringing that back, by the way. But also want to get into our restock report, guys. So, we're still seeing a lot of Charizard, Rob, but also seeing some Game & Watch. I really have not seen much Game & Watch where I am located. So, if you need a Game & Watch, I guess they're around and about and also available for order here online. In fact, we're actually not given. Yeah, I do need to cite sources here, or else I get in trouble. But we're actually going to be giving some props here to GameSpot for that one, that little tidbit of information. But another big tidbit of information here is Nintendo bringing back more Zelda amiibo this year, and a few of them are some of the most popular ones. It's the cartoony kind of Link. That's the ones from Link's Awakening. You guys know the ones. Also, Toon Zelda. That is a really snazzy amiibo. I don't know if I have one really on hand here. No, I do not. But if you Google it, pretty cool amiibo. I think you guys should pick that one up when you get a shot. Um, Other than that, though, I do see that there's a lot more speculation on us maybe getting another Zelda amiibo for the upcoming Zelda game that is coming up. Um, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying unlikely. That's just my opinion, really. But from there, guys, that's pretty much all we got from the restock report, except of course more Inkling amiibo. I mean, yeah, Splatoon 3 and their amiibo are just, yeah, they bring the hits. But yeah, that's also something we just wanted to refresh you guys on because this is about 3 weeks ago, reporting from Nintendo Life. And also, we see the Zelda amiibo reprints back up for reorder, courtesy of IGN, as well as, a little bit from comicbook.com. Thank you guys. Check them out. Um, as far as what's happening in your community right now, guys, Amiibo Fight new spirited tier list. I am pretty proud of it. It's just I do know that there were some things on there that I looked at and went, really? Hmm. In fact, one thing I can definitely say I looked at for a while and was like, okay, you know what? That makes sense. That maybe that does make sense because again, this is spirited. Spirited, you give Amiibo the ability to do some crazy stuff here. We all know that. But as far as what else is happening around the community, I do see amalgamate that one individual Amel running some tournament stuff here. I do see they're capping at 32 though, so I would guess it's probably filled up by now. I see this is from like over an hour ago. You know how USAC do. But yeah, I also see Eon capping at 32 here, so that's more than likely filled up. I don't know what it is with 32 right now. Maybe is that the new magic number? Is that the optimal number? Maybe I don't know. Um, my guess is though that this is the number we like, where we just don't tear our hair out after running so many sets. Maybe that's it. But still loving what we see in USAC. Also, guys, don't forget about Heatwave, Fami's new server here. Um, Again, I don't think this is a limited time thing. I think they're going to keep going all throughout the summer, the rest of the summer, as well as into fall and winter. But there's a lot of activity here, and that's what I like from, really hosts like Ditto Wag, or maybe it's Ditto Wag, I forget. Crunchy's also in there hosting stuff, so make sure you guys also go ahead and check out his next thing. He's doing a half C plus. So again, another. Okay, so this is a 32 trainer cap, so it would be 64 amiibo. But yeah, again, the number 32, that is crazy. That is just very crazy. Um, yeah, other than that though, guys, I mean, we again have our spirited tier list. I might be talking a little bit with our guest on that, Mr. Doveman. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get him into the commentary chat right quick. Hold up. All right, and we play the waiting game. But yeah, definitely, again, proud of our spirited tier list and just want to say thank you to everybody that participated in the forum. It does mean a lot to us. But also want to take the time to just say make sure you're also looking at the negatives of the amiibo. I know it's really hard to get past positives, but sometimes the negatives are a thing that could really hinder that amiibo's performance to a point where I don't think it belongs in S tier or A plus, etc., etc. But I know with recovery, it's a different story. But I think we got Doveman in the commentary. Doveman, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Going pretty well. How about you?
Going good, going good. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get things situated here. In fact, anytime you're talking here, because I wanted to bring up our chat, just I don't know what it is with Discord and their security or whatever. So I'm glad you just sent me that image of, yeah, I forgot I don't have a mic there, but that's really so you have the opportunity to talk and I'm not talking over you. But yeah, first off, man, how are you doing?
uh, Doing well. I'm just training the Zelda, or we work the Zelda, so I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain.
Awesome, man, awesome. So really the last time I had a guest on here, kind of did this, so I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Who is Doveman in your own words?
Who is Duffman? Good question. Duffman's just a guy who's gaming casually, trying to have fun, but still bad at games. That's how I put him.
All right, all right. Well, Doveman, I mean, you've been a part of the Amiibo fight community for a little bit here now. Really, how does that feel?
Winning, to be honest, I never thought I would actually win an Item Trainers of the Year thing. So being able to say I actually won one is pretty inspiring. Makes me want to strive for better, I guess you could say.
Cool,
Yeah, it's pretty
cool.
much.
All right. So, my next question then, Doveman, as far as all the tournaments that you've been a part of, man, what is one that really stood out to you as an Amiibo trainer?
Um, the tournament that stood out to me the most. That's a good question, actually. I'd say that one. I think it was called the Nukes and Hazards tournament a long time ago. That one was a. That one showed me that any tournament could be fun, even if it's not orthodox or the basic same old same old. That one's like the most fun tournament I've ever entered to this day. I love that tournament the most.
Yeah, I agree. That was a fun tournament. That was actually hosted by Nubinator over in AFC, and yeah, I think you were there for the first one if I remember that correctly. And yeah, you you and I had some pretty wild times in that tournament. That was actually when I got to see my Duck Hunt amiibo battle Staples Min Min amiibo. I know, pretty sure that you had a few moments in that tournament. Do you happen to remember who you sent for that one?
I I remember sending my K roll back when he was trash. I sent a DDD. Yeah, well, I forgot which DDD. I think it was my Mr. Mallet DDD, and then I forgot the other one. So I remember the DDD and K roll.
Got you, got you. Yeah, I feel like you're also a pretty big K Rule enthusiast here. Is that true?
Oh yes, K roll. Out of every character in this game is my favorite, especially as an amiibo. So I'm trying to get better at training at K roll, which is shockingly harder than I thought it would be, but I'm still trying.
For sure, for sure. I mean, yeah, I think just a real big part of it is just blunderbuss because not only does it have good range, the amiibo can't see it, but that command grab part, that's a really big part of it. So just keep trying to make sure blunderbuss at ledge, man. You'll get it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm still gonna keep going. Never gonna stop.
Cool, cool. So, yeah, as far as I really gotta stop saying as far as because I've said it like 100 times now. My bad.
This fine.
But yeah, Doveman, I mean, I know you got a lot of other interests, man. So, what are some things you like to do when you're not amiibo training or even playing Smash Brothers, really?
Outside of Smash, I like to just usually hang out with friends. We do other games like Brawl Stars, Clash Royale, sometimes even Roblox. Other than that, though, drawing. I like to draw, even though I'm bad at it, but I'm still improving as I go along. So usually drawing and other games, usually what I do.
Cool, cool. Okay. Um, so my next question then. Um, right now, I mean, you're the items off trainer of the year. You've kind of given us a little history on your favorite tournament. So let's go back to your first amiibo. Like, what was the experience like? What was the character? Paint a picture for us.
I got you. So I forgot how long ago it was, say like a bit of time ago, back in my Wii ages. I just finished watching an Alpha Rad video, like about hard DK or something. I was like, I need an amiibo. I need it badly. Went up to my mom. She said, "Okay, I'll get you one." I looked through Amazon for like an hour looking for the best possible amiibo in my opinion. Couldn't find a K roll, so I went with the second best option, the Bowser. Got him. Didn't know what I was doing at first, so I just did some random stuff. Charts, F smash, up smash, the usual first training the amiibo stuff. Then when it came to spirits, I gave him the only good spirit I had, which was super armor, and he was my best amiibo for a long while.
Okay.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, one of their first amiibo or their very first was Bowser. I mean, we know that from Mr. Cannon Castle Joseph. Um, but I really want you to go ahead and take the time here because I know you're a busy man and all. I'm not trying to take up too much of your time today, but as far as yeah, here I go again. But when you found Amiibo Fight and you started just hanging out with us in the arena, what was really your first impression of the Amiibo Fight server as well as just more so the stream, really?
Oh yeah, when I found Amiibo Fight, I was like, yes, finally, people that understand that Amiibo, like they love Amiibo, they like to fight Amiibo, train Amiibo. I was like, yes, finally. I've been searching for so long to find like in a server or streamer who just like to train Amiibo and have Amiibo fight. I was like, yes, finally. After all the searching I did. So when I finally joined and felt part of the community, I was like, I made it, and I'm happy with this. Weird
Nice,
feeling.
nice. All right. Well, I really appreciate that, man, because that was really the goal, have people just find amiibo stuff just way easier than what it used to be. I know Amiibots has been there for a long time, but if you were anything like me when you found out how to really try to get the bin file, do the apps, it was like, I'm kind of
A
frustrated.
real, yeah, it was a real struggle at the beginning.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gotten easier for everybody now because now you don't have to go to developer settings and, you know,
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. It felt weird, but at the same time now we have it on the Play Store, so way easier to access tag mode, get bin files. Uh, as far as iPhone, I guess it's still like what is it, NFC tools or something?
yeah, I think so. That's what it is.
For sure, for sure. Um, so my next question here for you, Doveman. I know you said you were training a Zelda here. What is an amiibo that you haven't trained yet that you really want to train next?
Let me see. Let me what I haven't trained. I know there's one. Yeah, there it is. The one I actually wanted to train really bad was the Joker. He's a low tier, but has potential. So I wanted to see if I could actually turn him into a good amiibo or peak amiibo. Probably not, but want to see what happens.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know you're with us for a little bit until the Hey You Two Should Fight popped in. Yeah, that the Joker amiibo from Visanthius was just doing so well alongside Dead Skulls' Falco amiibo. So, I think you're right. There's a lot more potential to this Joker amiibo than some people really give him credit for. Um, yeah, in fact, for the Spirited tier list, I'm thinking he's pretty much still where he was before, which was like B tier. So
Yeah.
we're still trying to give him a little bit of love here on the amiibo fight side. Uh, as far as the Spirited tier list, though, I mean, we just dropped that here, kind of a shot out of the cannon question here for you. What is one thing you totally agree with that it's like, yes, this is finally happening in the tier list, whereas there was one thing that was like, are you sure? Are you sure there wasn't a misclick here or something?
One thing I like about the new tier list is that finally Falco is finally a B plus tier. For so long, I knew that Falco could be a B plus. I was waiting for this moment so to say that Falco is finally B plus. He's decently high now, and he's about to be the best amiibo in the meta one day.
Well, I was kind of referring to the Amiibo fight tier list as far as spirits go, but yeah, I know that Falco is definitely an underrated Amiibo. We saw that again last night from Mordecai. That's Dead Skulls is Falco Amiibo. But yeah, I was actually more referring to the Amiibo Fight Spirit tier list. But I mean, the USAC tier list was cool too. In fact, I did kind of compare and contrast a little bit. It does look like we share similar views, whereas there's a few characters it just went the completely different direction. In fact, since we're
Yeah,
talking a little bit about tier lists here, your thoughts then on Gunner being U tier for the vanilla side of the USAC?
U tier. That's Don't get me wrong. I hate Gunner. I don't. I dislike Gunner with like an absolute passion. But U tier seems a little bit of a stretch. I know they're good. I know they can spam, long range F smash missiles, but U tier does seem like a little bit of a stretch. I think S tier is where she should be. She's perfectly fine at S tier.
For sure. And right now again, we're using OBS right now for YouTube where I normally use it for Twitch, so I'm not trying to bring up the whole tier list for USAC right now at the moment, but I do have it in front of me and looks like from June 4th Gunner did go to U tier for that, and this is, it's really something to me that I don't want to call out right now, but at the same time, I do want to just discuss it with people just to see where they really range on that. Because when I came into the meta here, and I'm sure you'll agree with me here, Doveman, that Incineroar pretty broken. I mean, he just trounces a lot of the S tiers like King K. Rule, also like Terry, and there's not much you could do to stop him. And I feel the same way pretty much with Kazuya. He has the ability to bully some S tiers, but as
Oh
far
yeah.
as Gunner goes, I mean, sure, she can beat S tiers, but I wouldn't exactly say like dominate S tiers. So not to mention, there are a few actually A tiers that I feel would actually go very well against Gunner would be like Pit amiibo because they have that down special. Also, Mario, Dr. Mario with side special could be a great counter for that.
Oh
But
yeah.
long story short, I just feel like we kind of went a little overboard with the U tier, in my opinion. So that's just my opinion right there. Anything else to really add on that?
Everything you said was I agree completely. I even think like Lucas and Olimar have a good shot of even probably just beating Gunner in the right scenarios. So yeah, S tier, she should stay at that tier. There's no point in putting her in U tier. She's not like unbeatable like in Cineroar or Kazuya. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, I don't know again if you've had a lot of time to take a look at USAC tier list, R tier list, but as far as this character goes, again another shout out to Cannon because I'm just thinking tier list now. Uh, King DDD, do you ever feel like that is a character that could make the S tier?
King, I used to think that DD was an S tier amiibo for a long while, but now I'm not too sure. Just compared to compare him to the other S tiers like King K. Rule, Min Min, Ridley, it's not like he's a bad. He wouldn't be bad. He would just. I just don't think he will make it S tier. Yeah, he just stayed at A plus. There's no point in putting him in S tier. He won't. He's not really an S tier amiibo in my opinion. He just can't fit in.
Okay. Um, I'm sure a big part of that though is just the speed aspect. That's a big thing. But we're gonna wrap things up here a little bit, but I do wanna ask one more question here, Doveman. So right now you've kind of given us a bit of a detail on the future here. So I want to just ask you here, and you don't have to give away too many secrets. Just what would you really owe your success to? Just any kind of aspect in life, whether it be maybe friends and family, different kind of training tips from the community. What would you really like to thank or really just show appreciation to right now?
First, I would show appreciation to my family. My mom who bought me like most of the like every amiibo I have basically. And, my dad who said he would encourage me to keep going even when I kept losing tournaments and all that. He said just keep trying, keep at it. Well, one more thing I would like to shout out is the guy who beat me in the tournament, who encouraged me to keep going, who made me start taking his amiibos more seriously and get me to where I am today. So yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I like that speech a lot there. So, Dove Man, I just want to go ahead and say thank you again for dropping by on the show, man. I know you're a very busy Dove Man, pun intended. But yeah, guys, make sure to check us out on Twitch as well if you want to see Dove Man's Amiibo in action. We're live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday now at 7:30 Central Time on the purple side. Also want to go ahead and just announce, guys, that next week we will have Amiibo Talk once again, but make sure to also join us 8 p.m. Central Time tonight for your Raid Boss Arena. And
Ooh,
yeah, Doveman, did you submit an Amiibo?
I don't think so. I didn't think I did. Not this time, at least.
Ah, all right. Well, next time. But you're not gonna have as much time, but 6 days, you should be able to knock that out in like 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, Doveman, I got one last thing here. It's not really a question, it's an announcement since as you are the Items Off Trainer of the Year this year, I was actually the Items Off Trainer of the Year last year. So it's really popped into my head that for about some of these categories, since some didn't exist last year, I think we're going to have a little past v present kind of call out here sometime in the fall, early winter at the latest. So can't wait to go ahead and go head to head with you, sir.
Oh, that's gonna be hype. I like that. I can't wait.
All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to say again, thank you for joining in. Thank you, Dove Man. Good night, good luck, and God bless. Thank you for coming.